Okay, we're back with more Final Fantasy XII. Just for a short bit here, we did beat Metroid Dread, so I haven't played this in a couple weeks. Might take me a second. We were doing some grinding earlier for money and for LP, and I don't want to be doing that forever, but this is a really good region to do it in. Let me quickly remind myself of the game mechanics, and then maybe we'll push the story a little bit. So we want to be fighting not treants. Eventually we want to be fighting the Pearl enemies. Remembering the buttons. Exit this zone proper. Don't think. I might try to like max out one single chain until the enemy stops spawning, basically, and then see what I can buy with that, and then I'll move on. Setup's working pretty decently. Are there late game abilities that let you kind of go infinite on MP regardless of the enemy you're fighting? I know there's like charge when you're low. This Osmos isn't going to work unless you're fighting enemies that have MP. The game already gives you a whole bunch of... Oh shit, don't attack that thing! No! The game gives you a bunch of stuff that, like, regenerates your MP when you attack and that sort of thing. We don't want to do these guys either. Run away! Shoot, where was the zone boundary I was thinking of? Let me try to find it here. Ah, I'm on the wrong map in the first place. Okay, let me try running past those guys then. Maybe that's all I need to do. Ignore hellhounds. No, I could kill them just fine. I just don't want to break my curl chain. Set with a regular attack gambit at all? I'll check here in a second. Oh, I have foe nearest visible. Okay. We want to be using haste more, but it doesn't last very long at all, unfortunately. See how long we can mess around here, and I'll try to move forward. Larsa and Ash both need to go to Bur Amices, so I probably need some help with that. Is that somewhere that I can get to? Like, is this exit to the south? This is where having a couple weeks of downtime has caused me to forget where it wants me to go. I'm basically done in Fran's village, right? There's nothing new there, I think. Pelts are the real money item. I didn't realize those could despawn. It's so weird. I really wish they would do this again. Like, this one, Final Fantasy II, and Final Fantasy VIII all really desperately need some iteration, I think. You said touching a save crystal also breaks your chain, is that right? There's another, but it is in the forest zone. Just do my last round, and then I'll go to town and make sure I bought everything that I can put, and we'll see what kind of licensed shenanigans I can pull off, and then we'll progress the main story. Warp moat. Nope, don't attack that gargoyle. Chain. I don't think I've gotten it up to, I think 40 was the highest we got last time. I still find this whole XP chain thing to be completely baffling. Like, I think it's the most I've seen a video game, like, formally enshrined in the core mechanics, an extremely janky way to play with the game. I'm trying to think if there's another example. Like, you feel like they would want to have a system to explicitly discourage this exact, like, if there's one thing that you want to encourage, I think it's fighting a variety of enemies in sequence. So, like, you sit down with your playtesters and they start going, oh man, curls have really good drops. I'm gonna farm them for a bit so I can afford to get some upgrades. And they do that, and you're like, oh, wow, that's kind of sucky, like, maybe we should not incentivize that. I think that's why I remember this map. I think I realized that the enemies respawned and there was like a 2-zone transition there that was really easy to do without having to go through a zone of enemies. I think that's probably it. I'm probably out of curls now. Alright, well, that's as much as I said I was going to do, so we'll be done. Probably kill the other enemies on my way back. Turn the fast forward down since I'm not actively grinding now. Oh, really? It's kind of funny that, like, I didn't stumble on it because I remembered stumbling on it years ago. I did recognize this map. I'm like, why is this map familiar? It's probably a bad sign. Are the curls the ones that are the best to farm as well? I guess there's the most of them compared to like the Malboros and the Hellhounds. In this area, if you said this is one of 3 major broken farming spots, what's the enemy that people fight? Okay, save. I think I bought everything that I have access to. Check the shop really quick. Moogle. Says it's an upgrade. I guess I should do the license board first and then see what's available. Probably eventually want to have one of every accessory for reasons. Howdy, Serp. How you doing? Somehow got some extra teleport stones in there. Okay, I didn't stay out there, because you stay out there too long, end up getting 99, and you just waste your time. Do geese all greens have a purpose other than being vendor trash? Good things. Forest gem. Iron tide. Quality pelt and lumber. New bazaar goods are available. One. Matching reds. Burning blade. So I was praising this crafting system before, but it seems the kind of stuff it's giving you aren't terribly exciting compared to what you can just buy. After the next boss fight, turn around and head back to Rabbitaster for side questing. Okay. Because then I'm not going to have a guest character for a long time otherwise. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, so I was working on getting all of the equipment upgrades. It's among the things I was doing. Let's see. Probably pick up battle lore. Not doing a lot of attacking at the moment. I'm not doing magic damage right now because I don't have holy. I think is going to be my only real path to that. Let's see, green magic. Gambit slots. Tactica would be super duper swell. Mostly just gap filler gear at the beginning, but it gets better later on then. It's weird, I have access to this tile. Oh, I don't have access to this tile. Okay. It's boring, but... Monk and Time Mage. Just trying to get Break. Channeling seems pretty good. Oh, Swiftness is the main thing I was building toward, that's right. I don't know what the cost is on it. It's dirt cheap. Cool. War Mage, I would assume that gravity counts as that. Is Break just a petrify spell in this, or does it also do damage if it fails to kill them? Gave her Belias. Try to pick up some more black magic here. Mystic Cap. I haven't been to any shops that sell green magic yet, right? I'm sure I just completely undid all of past Marstead's plans for the license board, but whatever, it's fine. So crazy that, like, the benefit of having a guest character is so insane, and then the game isn't sure to always give you one. It's only sold by one shop or found in chests. So. trying to watch for her MP to go up here when she casts gravity. Larsa and Pal, the one where he just had infinite high potions, basically. So you would never have to worry about healing as long as he was in your party. I did pick up Bleed, which is supposed to be damage over time. I'm guessing Break isn't a great. I already have Faux Flying Bleed. So I can't do Faux Weak Against status effect, right? I'll just leave that off for now. This kind of suffers from the combats only last a certain amount of time, so by the time the Petrify kicks in, you would have just killed it normally if you were fighting it normally. Several years since you began passing through the wood. So this is the boss where after I beat it, I should go back to Reb and ask her to side quest, or I'm going to lose Larsa. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a retextured version of the previous boss. There's also the thing from Stone Vigil in Final Fantasy XIV, and also Yesmat or whatever. Bleed isn't something that characters can be immune to, is it? Princess Kiss, right? Transition? Oh, Jesus. Fun. Every conceivable status effect. Does not remove Confuse, which is the big problem, it looks like. Can I sort this? Remove Confuse. Horses down. Nice brush. He uses regular potions. Stand there holding that raise forever and then not do anything afterward? still oiled. More nasty status effects. He really likes to kill Bosch. Leave Bosch alone. Oh, good. Finally saw the boss use a fire attack. That's why I wasn't removing the oil. I was under the impression that it was just one of the many status effects that he throws on you. And then Bosch died again. Apparently got re-oiled immediately. Go team! Oh yeah, I bet he would have been way harder if I hadn't have just done that round of grinding. All the status effects. What does disease do in this one? Is it like no XP gain or something? It's fun. Okay, so I have 4 teleport crystals. I have to have at least 2 to get back. So side questing is just doing hunts from Rabanastre. Is it the only town that has hunts? Oh, cool. Is there any way to get rid of it? I feel like it's shockingly possible to not engage with the hunts in this game at all. Like, I'm trying to think of another Final Fantasy that has a really core, like, mini-game that gates a significant amount of content that the game isn't constantly putting in your face. I guess it would be like if you just never did Chocobo Hot and Cold in Final Fantasy IX. There's an enormous amount of content gated by that. But I also feel like it's reminding you about that a lot. Every major town has a hunt board. But hunts seem like a much more significant like percentage of the total content in Final Fantasy XII, just because of the way the rest of it is structured. Where's the hunt? Is it just the tavern? Triple Triad I think you can completely ignore, and it doesn't really gate like bosses or battles or unique enemies or unique maps or anything like that. It's kind of a mini-game unto itself. Meet me in the Sandsea Tavern. Is there a thing that tracks the current hunt that I'm on? And Gatsley, oh my god. This is the thing they were making fun of in Barkley Shut Up and Jam. Taya Downs. I think there was only one on the board. Yeah, I only see one. Dalmasca Wester Sand. Okay. I'll learn my way around this game eventually. I think if for whatever reason you just never went back to the tavern again and interacted with that board. I guess you'd have to not do it in any of the future towns you visited, but... No, it doesn't give me a map marker where I'm supposed to go. I've never even been to the Wester Sand. That's funny. Oh god, I keep instinctively pressing left bumper down on the right stick because the controls in this game are so similar to Final Fantasy XIV. And that's how you zoom out the camera. Wester Sand is not necessarily a single area. Hold on. Altea Downs, which is the zone I'm currently in. Just going to be somewhere on this map, right? Or do they have like spawn conditions, like killing a certain number of regular enemies? Oops. Oh, is this whole area Galtea Downs? It could be a different... No, it's not. Where's the wolf? That's all it says, right? Okay, there's a hunt now. Hunt complete. They sometimes aren't in the hunt info. Okay. Back to the hunt board, and then have to track down the person the hunt board's talking about. I'll remember this path at some point. Just barely spent any time in Ravenastre at this point. Thank you. Now I can just accept all of them, I assume. I'll just take them and then I'll use the hunt menu to figure out where they are. Is it just like the regular save crystals that you can warp around? Damascus, Esther Sand, Ravenastre, Lowtown, Ujerba. Does it have a map marker? Oh god, it doesn't get marked on the main map. Okay. It's so unnecessary. Now shut himself inside this house. He's frightened of a ghost he saw in the neighborhood. Hunt the ghost. Wyrm South Waterway through Storehouse 5. It's a wraith. You could have put that on the poster, lady. I'm gonna say that to every single one of them. Yeah, it's crazy. Like there is a map marker in the hunt primer, but they don't superimpose those map markers on the map during normal play. That's a familiar Final Fantasy XI. I feel like this almost couldn't be more of a pain in the ass than if they like set out to make it a pain in the ass. All right. Fantasy XII is a video game. Yeah, all the menu we can do a lot of the day. Exactly. I don't know why this game, unlike many of the other games we've been playing, really likes to trap my mouse in my center monitor and I can't get it out. Oh my god, yes, I did. Because you don't just get the reward for completing the hunt, you gotta go back and talk to them. Jesus God. Oh, I want to die. I feel like I was probably playing this game when I first read the Guild Wars 2 developer manifesto. Long before the game came out, and they were like, MMOs are bad. Wouldn't it be great if you like saw other players and weren't mad? And, like, if you just did a quest, you would just do it. You wouldn't have to talk to somebody and then go back and turn it in. Cool. Okay. I gotta... I gotta stay focused because my brain's in a rot. There's, okay, that's the button I want. Reach a Rebenaster. Does the Ethernet let me go outside the town too? This Moogle thing? Yes. I guess with fast forward, it's comparable time. I see. So that's an innovation of Final Fantasy 14 that it lets you go outside the town. So specifically, it's a subzone here. Probably not an area that has monsters on it. Probably kill this guy, alright? Video games. Probably here, but I'll double check. Jesus Christ. Right. Literally right in front of me. Flowering cactoid. Different sort of cactoid comes along with a flower on its head. Attack the outpost. Yardang Labyrinth. Which is an optional dungeon in the Damaska Ester Sand? Maybe? I don't think I've been there. Take the flower. What's up with the rare hunts? Going in and out of a map repeatedly or something to spawn what you need. I didn't even realize. Okay, well, we'll get to hunts where they don't die instantly soon. Now I have to tell the guy that I did his thing for him. That's a cactus flower. Thanks, man. Okay. I gotta go to Bujerba, which... yeah, I know. I don't know how to get to Bujerba at all. I could take a portal there, but I don't have enough teleport stones. I need to do hunts. I need to keep doing hunts in order to get access to teleport stones, right? Waiting for half an hour in a zone? Incredible. Is this the true meaning of video games? Normally I'd only use the first tier of fast forward, but because these enemies are also trivial anyway, and there's so much like running back and forth. It's crazy that I'm surprised it doesn't make you go back to the hunt board after you talk to the person to like mark it complete. I guess that would be more frustrating. Alright, so where's the airship place? Did beat Ender Lilies, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the layout of the airship place is super similar to Final Fantasy 11 as well. I don't have a map for this area. Oh, are these things? Nalbina. Okay. Change my mind. Shirba. This is the re-release of the game, so they added a in-game fast forward because a lot of it is waiting for attacks to go off. Yeah, what Walter's at? That's crazy. So the on-air ship shop is the shop that sells you the thing that negates the need to ever use an airship again. I'm glad we had another NPC ask, we really want to make Vaughn look like an idiot. Video games. Alright. Yeah. I guess Geisel greens do matter. We'll sell them next time. We have a wide selection of goods, meaning we stock 2 things. So is it a different airship shop that has them? There's a chance when you were riding, a very small chance in 11 when you were riding a boat to get a pirate attack. Which had a notorious monster that spawned on it that dropped something really good. So a lot of my experience in Final Fantasy 11 was riding the boat back and forth repeatedly, hoping it would spawn. Ship between Rabbit Aster and Nalbina. Okay, I'll do that after this. This whole thing would be a lot easier if I just had 99 limit. That's fucking funny. This game is too much. Should you wish to use the cabin that I'm standing in front of, speak with the chief steward at the counter to my left. Thank you. Sure, when can I buy teleport stones? I'm doing hunts right now so I can get teleport stones. Cool. Video games. Somebody in Bujerba. A Nidhogg. I think I kind of wish that this game they didn't put the fast forward on here. It's so hard for me to not use it, right? It's just such a huge time save. It just looks terrible. I get why they do it in these games. I guess I appreciate that in like Bravely Default, the native fast forward was only for combat, and then combat was aligned in such a way that it made sense to fast forward things. Maybe I would be less frustrated by it if you could only turn it on during actual fights. You? Acom. Yo. Kill the Nidhogg. Is that the only way to get teleport stones? There's not some other place that I can farm them or something? I wouldn't mind spending 10 minutes fast forward farming them if it got me, I assume this is in the mines. Basin. So they'll just start giving me a bunch of them as hunt rewards. Because once I have at least like 10 of them, I'll start using them. I guess I may as well always use them as long as I have at least 2 so I can get back to where I started and then come back to Rabanastre. Well, I guess 3. If I change my mind and I want to come back and like sell stuff, I want to be able to do that. The room. That might be the thing there. Vanquished. Me. You defeated the Nidhogg, most glorious of days. Balaclava, which is a hat, not a delicious Mediterranean dessert. And this is where it would be really cool if I could just like teleport back, but there might be a hunt board here also that has different hunts on it than the ones that were in Rabanastre. Even though one of the ones in Rabanastre sent me to Bujerba. I feel like this doesn't even stand out that much. I mean, if you know to look for it, but I'm just trying to imagine like blind player, this is their first Final Fantasy, maybe their first RPG. They see Zodiac Age is on sale on Steam, they go to check it out. I have the one loot thing I should definitely not sell. Oh god. Was it the serpent hide thing I just got? That's so bad. That's so terrible. Why is that a thing? Enceladus was like a Gygus thing in 11. Most notorious monsters are also in 11, but they look super different because they don't share the same models in this one. I don't mind the spoiler. Why do I not want to sell the Great Serpent Skin? My soul is screaming. Land of the Garif. So none of these are accessible via Bouger, but I have to go back to Rabanastre to do any of this, right? Would say this is the most strangely structured Final Fantasy game, but we just play Final Fantasy X too, so... It's a key item for a side quest required for an Esper. I have 5 stones now. Okay, so I could just port to one of these places that I know I need to be at anyway for the hunt, right? Jahara, I think, was one of them. 2 of them are in Jahara. Okay. Now, presumably, all 4 of the hunts I just accepted I could have gotten either from the Bougerba or Rabanastre hunt boards. Twin Clan Centurio, you can buy them from the clan shop. Wonder if Yoshi P just really liked this game. All hunt boards are always interchangeable. Okay. But I guess, like, 14 feels like 12 as far back as FF 1.0, right? Like, or it was stuff like Clan Centurio and the targeting lines and the basic interface, all Realm Reborn innovations. Right. I, like, confused, but I forgot that I have to find the people to talk to. Okay, hold on. Sorry. One of them is in the map that I'm currently in, inside the small room. One of them is also in the map I'm currently in, directly north of me. Got it. I keep thinking there's gonna be like a map marker or something. There is a map marker, but I have to dig into a menu to see it. Tramples my herbs to dust. Do any of the hunts have like a lore building story or something beyond like, oh no, the cactus is trying to get in my house. Oh no, the Nidhogg is trying to get into my house. The thing, like, I'm trying to compare it to a typical like random World of Warcraft MMO quest. Okay, so I shouldn't always just skip through the hunt accept text because sometimes it's interesting. Okay. Because like I associate like old EverQuest quests as being mostly you'll go get 10 bear asses. The World of Warcraft did that too, but there was usually like a quest chain or something. Let me see where it says it wants me to go for these. One of them is all the way in the southeast corner. And one of them is in the Hen Mines, which is accessible from the map that I'm currently on. Wait. Hen Mines. Which, I can't get to that. Is that another, I have to be riding a chocobo to get over there thing? Double check where that first one was. I thought I said southeast corner, but don't tell me it's on the other side of, or before I have to dismount the chocobo, because I lose the chocobo when I dismount it, right? It's okay. I'll be okay. God is dead. I think it was actually the previous zone that I needed. Remember what it looked like. Maybe I can still get out after triggering it here. It's like up here, right? I want to farm them from that monster. Oh good, there's just a chocobo here I can use to leave and go get the other one. Since I have to walk back to town anyway. Okay, thank God. At least I assume that that's a mountable chocobo. Recent set of enemies. Okay. Right. There's like color switches that I have to pull or something. Oh my goodness. Screw that. We'll just do the join Clan Centurio and buy them that way thing. Seems to be the way to go. Down the corner. Hey, big guy. We should run up to one of these hunts at some point, and it's just going to be nuke me. This thing does take damage. It likes to cast Doom. Oh, there's a special editor here. Do I have to like kill all the ads for it to be able to take damage or something? Really? Yay! Cool. Is there an ability to remove Doom eventually? Oh, this is one of the other farming things, isn't it? I think the main emotion this game makes me feel is incredulity. Like really? Ride the chocobo, giddy up. Okay. It's really worried I was gonna have to like progress all the way to the next area and then teleport stone back. So the thing I want should be in the furthest southeast corner here. Dismount. Does the text from accepting the mark ever give you information that's then not included in the clan primer? Or can you always at least get that information again in the clan primer? Certain monster had scared it into hiding. Fuck. Okay. There is another NPC that I was supposed to talk to get the event flag to get the hunt to spawn. Okay. There's a surprisingly high number of hunts before this one. I'll repeat that I feel really bad blitzing around the map like this on the maximum fast forward setting, but like I've been in this map before, I've seen these enemies before, like this is busy work. Why wouldn't I fast forward it? Kill all the monsters in the map, leave and come back. Traitor, herder. Test the creatures known as the Woo. Get rid of the area of the Woo. Depart a while, and in a short time, the Enchiladas will appear. Literally leave and reload the zone. Oh my goodness. I wasn't sure if I had to talk to him in order to get that to work, right? It was possible that I could have just left and come back and it would have spawned immediately. I'll even come back immediately, I guess. I'm surprised they didn't have like a spawn trigger for the enemies on the screen itself, you know? This is the one I want, right? Oh my goodness. I feel like this game is a really interesting video game case study. Because I feel like I want to use the word nightmare to describe the structure of the game. And usually I would only reserve nightmare for a game that's like awful to play and the gameplay sucks and like you never know what to do or what the game expects from you. But this game's actually pretty decent at the actual core loop. Like the actual battle system feels good. The gambits are great. When story is happening, the story and the cutscenes are cool and reasonable to follow. I feel like they're much less dense than I'm used to from the Final Fantasy game, but it's not inexcusable. But I'm trying to figure out, like, why does it feel like a nightmare? Or what feels like a nightmare to me? Well, the adventurer, I guess. Because like Resident Evil 6 felt like a game that was completely missing all connective tissue, so things just happened like rapid fire for no reason and weren't connected to each other at all. And this doesn't feel like that. This It's a different kind of structural issue. Did this game have... Did they have plans to make this an MMO at any point? I guess maybe it would make more sense if it was originally planned to be a different genre, and then partway through development they kind of pivoted what they wanted to do with it. Yeah. Kick it in the feet. Team. Now I can turn in both quests. And I have 2 other hunts after that. And you said somewhere around 8 to 10 hunts I should get an invite to join Clan Centurio, or is it something I actively have to go somewhere to do? Okay. So if I went there now, they would tell me, not until you do 4 more hunts or something. I guess the content would make perfect sense if this was actually an MMO, and there was a little story you could go and do if you wanted to, but most of the game was running around on maps and grinding for items and XP and finding stuff to trade with other players and the like. Oh, okay. Thanks. Give it a shot shortly. Both in the final map, that's right. Asked the permission of the elders and posted the bill. You are truly a great warrior. Yep, Vaughn did all of it. Golden amulet. That's the extra money one, right? No, that's license points. Oh, that's... Holy shit. This game. You can't just drop something like that on me. Accessories 6. Final Fantasy 11 bullshit superimposed on a single player game. Yeah. It's interesting because I feel like when I played this before, the whole like, oh, it's a single player MMO, I don't think I found that terribly objectionable, and I certainly didn't think it was going to be objectionable going into playing it on stream here and revisiting it. And again, it's not, the game is not bad. I would not say that this is an awful experience and I'm dreading every moment of it like I kind of was with Final Fantasy X-2. I think that game is actually bad. One of the worst like Square products I've ever played. Just from every conceivable angle.
You didn't like Yuna using her talents with her hands to relax the bad guy?
Yeah, that was
undercover.
That was a scene. That game is a mess.
Or when Yuna discovers this sphere that shows that Titus might still be alive. And you know what you do after a big revelation like that? You have a fucking dance party.
Of course you do. Thought I forgot something. Xenoblade is 12, but done better. Oh, the Golden Amulet works on characters not in battle, because they're all getting license points all the time. How many Golden Amulets can I get total? Practically Unlimited is like a rare drop from something.
Slash, I was just looking at it, Dylan. My TikTok has over 6,000 likes.
Nice, that's a lot. Especially for like a Department of Energy post.
I know, some like random, let's talk about dark matter.
Congratulations, it's really cool.
Thank you. I think that's the most people I've ever reached with an outreach effort. So.
Because you got hit by a water balloon.
Right. Without dark matter, we all get wet. So we should get rid of dark matter.
Did I never turn in this one? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Weaponsmith and Rabbinaster, Giza Plains, the Rains. What's my best path to Giza Plains from here? So for 6,000... 6,000 likes is a lot. Like...
Thank you.
If you think about like engagement thresholds on different platforms, a like is not the same as a view, and if you have good material, you can expect maybe 10% engagement on a really good day. So it means it probably got to like 60,000 people, which again, you know, we're all so spoiled by these mega YouTube channels and mega streamers that have hundreds of thousands or millions of views or whatever, but for the Department of Energy posting, like shit posting memes.
Many people. Like, you know, I did my state fair gimmick. I got Dylan to fall in love with me. And that probably reached hundreds of people.
So if you don't know what the hell we're talking about, my wife, Andrea, is an astrophysicist, and she studies dark matter, or until recently studied dark matter. She did a outreach post for the Department of Energy about what dark matter is. I wanted her to do a TikTok. Previously, she's done a lot of outreach stuff, like she used to go to the state fair and do like a science show. So that's what the disembodied voice is talking about. Let's see. I have to go to the area that has shops in it, right? Which is probably the one that has the save crystal. See it in a TikTok compilation. Oh, it needs to be raining to do this hunt? Oh my god. Okay. I like the idea of stuff like that. Like, oh, the enemy only spawns during a certain weather, but like I think the problem is it kind of like... If you're trying to play the game as a video game and do all of the events, like what does it mean to wait for the rain? Does it mean like zoning in and out of the zone repeatedly until it's here? Near a bridge. Oh wait, maybe it still shows me. The quest giver only spawns in certain weather. But you can get the hunt. Holy God. That was the bridge. Hello, Moana, that doesn't show up until you have the software that marks it on your map. This game is really funny. Does this one have blue magic or like enemy skills? Angel Song sounds like it would be one. Not seeing this thing's health bar because it's like above it or something. Oh, there it is. The little red icon with the shell. Okay. And Ash died. Ring of the Toad. Want to get back there before it stops raining, because it would suck if he like despawns after the rain goes away. You can't turn it in. For some reason, I didn't think that you had to turn in hunts. Hey, I got a new teleport stone. So good. Ravenaster's right up here. Is there a map marker in Ravenaster for Clan Centurio? You're joking. I need to like look on the internet. I need to like Google like psychic scream and see if someone's made like a sound that I can play to. I don't want to actually scream on stream, but God. There's someone in Ravenaster. They're in the weapon shop. Focus. 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 This is a real video game. Now, if I had to wait 2+ hours to do the quest, would that hunt potentially block me from doing additional hunts until I finished it? Damn Yensa Sansi. Sounds good. Who is the guy that I have to turn in the Tamaj? It's in the tavern, okay. So while I'm here, I don't see a marker on the map that looks like it's like a hunt clan. Is it in the lower city, maybe? Left of the Gambit shop. Okay, thanks. You've certainly taken your time. I have 2 gil. With teleport stone, okay. Dude, so, okay. There's your breadcrumb for Clan Centurio. But the one hunt the game makes you do, you don't even have to turn in. White moose. Is it in the airship area or right outside of it? Hey, this guy again. Petitioner, Balzac. That's his actual name. What's up? Now I'm suddenly getting a bunch of hunts. Okay, Marilith, yeah. Getting a bunch of hunts that are really easy for me to get to and talk to. Bring me the Marilith Zertinin Caverns from Westersand. Okay. So, I can only do the hunts in this order, right? So I had to do those last two that were like really far away from Rabanastre to unlock the ones I just got, or are they like random which ones it gives you? To the left of the Gambit shop. Bonga he mentioned? Or you mean the opposite side of the Gambit shop? Okay. West. As soon as they become available, those further ones open up as the plot takes you to their respective areas. Moogle from Tactics Advance. March? Mont Blanc. That's it. Were the developers of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance at all the same team that made 12? So he's the guy that does respecs. Edge Knight. Or teleport stones. Teleport stones. It's a lot of midnight oil. Okay, this is specifically for killing that one group of enemies. This is really significant content to... It shouldn't even be possible that I missed this, I think. It is the Tactics Advance move, okay. Is this free to do, changing license boards? I might think about doing it later, but it takes so long to like sit and look at the license board menu. And there's supposed to be a shop here, the stock of which changes based on my current rank. Having to manually reassign everything. I don't see any shop markers on people. Okay. Like this subzone down here. I'm just curious what I've already unlocked. This guy? Why is... You have to do hunts to get green magic at all. Don't sell. Before you could sell everything. At least the teleport stones and greens are at the top of the menu here. Where is it? Let me see. Okay, I love that it sells for like nothing too. Oh no. Why didn't they change that in the re-release? Don't sell the Great Serpent skin. It would be so easy to do. I'm probably gonna have to keep making saves in case I accidentally do. How long do I have to hold on to that before I can do the Esper quest that requires it? I feel like that would have given me a heart attack. If I was playing this game as a... It's not a kid. A young adult, 15 years ago. And I was just playing it and I just sold the Great Serpent skin because the game seemed to suggest that I could sell everything. And then later I looked on Game FAQs and I was like, oh yeah, you need to have this to spawn an Esper. I feel like I would have just died. Like, I would have just stopped living. I wouldn't have been able to accept that. Okay, let's see. Hunts. Westgate in Rabanastre. Balzac is in Lowtown. I already talked to that guy. Yeah, I think the Zodiac Spear I did find out about, and I did die a little bit. I think I could accept not being able to get a specific silly weapon. Like, I don't think I ever stressed out too much about, what's it, the Excalibur 2 and Final Fantasy 9. But an Esper seems like it's really significant side content. I'm gonna go to Lowtown. Good. And not a ball sack. Still pretty crazy though that like in the original game there were no teleport stones, right? So the only useful vendor trash item was that serpent hide. So there was nothing telling you that you needed to hold on to it unless if you were following a walkthrough, right? I wish you just put it on the map. Guy. It's not you. Probably someone that has an actual name. I probably shouldn't take that for granted. Balzac! That's right, it was Balzac I was looking for. Trace Dunes. I feel like the hunt system with the way the rest of this game is and how it's like very light on plot or the like. Obviously, there's a lot of plot, there's a lot of story, there's a lot of like thought in the setting and the like. But like, I feel like there's a much higher percentage of gamey run around and grind enemies and do hunts and stuff. Like, so I feel like the hunt system, I would like it a lot better if it was all just in the menu. Like the kind of janky mission system in Crisis Core, which typically wouldn't be a game that I would jump to praise, but like, I think the fact that you have to go to the board, you have to accept the hunt, you gotta go find the person, like, you gotta find the person, you have to accept the details from them, then you have to go kill the thing, and then you have to go back to the person to turn it in. It's like someone played an MMO, and instead of going, wow, this sucks, went like, oh, that's awesome. This is what Final Fantasy has been missing all these years. Alright, plan primer. At least get all of these accepted if we can. Cheryl. I already talked to him. Sorbet is one I don't have. Westgate, okay. This is definitely the game that Barkley was making fun of. Okay. I think it's like, if there were like cutscenes and dialogue and voice acting and you're talking to the person, they're telling you all about the flowering cactoid or whatever, like that'd be one thing. But they have such little to say about it that if it was just, you know, a little bit of flavor text in a menu and you accepted the hunt and then went and killed it. None of these enemies exist until you accept the hunt, right? You can't just like run into them randomly while running around and get their trophy and turn it in when you bump into the person. Westgate was fantastic. You turn items to request. If you miss even one, you get a trash accessory. If you turn in all 13, it gives you one of the 6 golden amulets in the game. Not 30. Sorbet. Oh, I tripped. Yeah, I feel like if hunts just worked the way that they work in Final Fantasy 14 or 11, where like notorious monsters just spawn in the game world, right? And maybe there's some NPCs that, if you talk to them, they'll give you hints as to where to look or what the spawn conditions are. That way, if you're just playing the game normally and you bump into it and it's a hard enemy and maybe you have to grind or figure out what you want to do to fight it, and then you maybe had to go talk to somebody to turn it in. But even then, I feel like they should just drop the trophy, right? Okay, I have enough time to do one of these. Which one makes the most sense? Caverns. Amiens, Sansi. Dalmasca, Wester Sand is probably the quickest. Bunch of notorious monsters that spawn like a typical MMO. They're just there sometimes and then not connected to a hunt. It's not the mid-fault. Chocobo across here, maybe. alternate entrance. Was this another way to get to the Sand Sea, basically? I think this is it. Wind Trace Dunes, right? Only when the weather is just so. Is this the right weather for it? Golly, I hope so. All weather in the game is based on the game clock. Wait, is this a two-part zone? Son of a bitch, it is. Okay. Or a 3-hour clock, 1 hour on, 2 hours off. Okay. Not the thing we're here for. You can't just kill everything, this stuff's gonna keep respawning. There it is. Like immune to magic entirely or something? I wish there was a short grace period for when characters die and it switches who's currently active. Mobilize Zega. A lot of hit points. It really has a lot of hit points. Wow. So, like, are the hunts weak against certain status effects, maybe? Well, at least I've caught up, I guess. The hunts are just dying in one hit. Start hasting folks here. Ethers here. Oh, he's like recovering health too. Okay, so why did he get so much health back there? So now he's not defending himself? Talk to shop owners a certain number of times. It unlocks expensive item and increases drop rates from a given class of enemies. Is there anything I can do about this guy healing himself to full like that? I assume he's just immune to every possible interesting status effect here. The penalty for gaming over is loading my save, right? Oh wait, no, they added checkpoints to this. Okay, I think I need some external information about this hunt. Because it must be like weak to some specific element. That stuff's not included in the clan primer, right? Let's just look it up to see what status effect or element it's weak against. Future Marstead, you've got a hunt in the zone to the east. You should probably Google what it's weak against. Libra will tell you if you target it. Okay. Use Libra and look at the enemy and see if you can figure out what it wants you to do. Good luck.